Hi guys, welcome to the stream. So we're going to load up so we're on day 1 of summer, year 7, and we've got 6 million in the bank. So this is where we have decided to plant up the summer crops. And I'm just going to do a little wee video showing how I've got this set up so far because a couple of people have asked. So first things first, say hi to the little children and the hubby. It's hard to be in a foul mood when the sun is beaming and the butterflies are dancing on the spice berry breeze. He's definitely got away with words, hasn't he? So where's the other child? Where's he run off to? So yeah, Stardew Valley, year 7, day 1 of summer. And it's 6:30 in the morning, so we're going to pop outside. We're going to go say hi to the animals. Right, so we have Mail. How are you doing? Enjoy the gift I've sent. Goodbye, Emily. So there's a nice little gift from Emily. So we'll start clearing all this down. If I can remember the right tools for the job. So we're just going to go around and literally swish everything about. So we just need to clear down everything. So this was the strawberry crops. So luckily all this is still watered and fed and such. So we should be okay. So this is where the blueberries are going to go. So we have 1, 2, 3. So we've got a few down here. This is where. So just get rid of these crops. We'll go say hi to the animals at some point later. They're not sort of integral to today's crops. We really need to get these crops in, because if not, you actually lose a whole day. And what we must remember is we only crop this part here. So there's the really pretty butterflies. So we have 8 standard crops, and then these, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is what we call the bulk crops. Now luckily we've got superho, and no, that's not a term that, it's not a term of endearment. So the superho, you just hold it down and it does 15-18 spaces each one. So for something like this where you're doing big bulk crops and time is of the essence, so get all your land prepped first. It literally takes minutes to get all this prepped. It's quite good once you can get the hang of it. And this is what I've been doing it this way since the last 2 years in game. And if you actually crop this way, it amounts for a considerable amount of your money. So we just need to finish these and then we'll go grab some seeds. So the basics of this is, because of the Jumino huts, which mean that you can literally plant your crops and then leave them, and the little Jumies will get all your crops for you. So what we're figuring out is, I've actually divided. Hi Jasmine! Hi. So I've actually divided the crops out. So that's the spring crops, that's the summer crops, and that's the fall or the autumn crops. So we're going to go with the summer crops. So we've got enough crops to plant up your first batch, which stops you having to run backwards and forwards. So we're going to plant 2 pepper crops. I'm very well, thank you. How are you? No, we're not. We're going to plant oh dear, that doesn't sound promising. Right, so we're going to plant up 2 red cabbage, and 2 melon, and 1 each of the rest. That's right. Yes, that is correct. So 2 cabbage, 2 melon. So we're going to put the 2 cabbage here. And if you do this, if you hold down the button and run with it, it'll actually plant them all out for you, rather than having to hit and press each button down individually. So that's the cabbage. Now we've got the melon. So if we actually do this right, so there's the melons. So this will actually tell us what we've planted where. So we've already said that we've put cabbage in here. So then we're going to put some tomato in here. Now tomatoes, I believe, yeah, tomatoes, once these grow, they will continue to produce fruit. So now we're going to put some radish down here. And then we will go with the peppers. So the peppers we can put there. So we'll put the peppers here. Oops, didn't want to put that on there, did we? We'll get rid of that. Unfortunately, if you dig the seeds up, it doesn't reseed it. And we will put the corn here. So that's all our 8 rotational crops done. So we're just going to pop those back in, and we will pick up the blueberry. So we're going to pick up the blueberry seeds. Right, so we just need to... I must have just missed that one. Right, so the blueberry seeds, I'm going to run across this baseline first, because I always mess this up. So we just want to do it above this line here. And then we just need to hoe that one. Right, excuse me a second. Oh, sorry about that. All these seeds give me hay fever. Oh. So now we're just going to run around and literally put blueberries in all of these. So straight across here and all these blueberries in here. So it's still only 4:30, so we're not going to be able to pet the animals today, but at least we will get all our crops done. And with these crops it really is a case of everyday matters. Well, I guess that's kind of bittersweet news in one respect, and good in a, you know, it's kind of a good bad situation, is it? I mean, do you feel like you're getting anywhere with your diagnosis? Can they not maybe refer you to a different guy? Would that help any? I mean, if you're unhappy with the diagnosis, I mean, obviously I don't know how it works across there, but I'd definitely suggest that, you know, you have a look and at least maybe try and get a second opinion. If they're faffing you about, then you definitely need to get something sorted, sweetie. And congratulations on the driving lessons. I don't drive myself. I only drive people crazy. Well, give them a try. Definitely give them a try. I mean, you never do know how things are going to work out, do you? Right, we've just been to pet the animals, and unfortunately they're all trying to go to sleep now, so we kind of missed that day. Yeah, they're all... Yeah, Halloumi is trying to sleep. So, just give you a brief run round of the homestead as we have it now. So we've just planted literally the whole year, the whole season's crops. It's taken us a whole day. Oh dear, I am sorry that they've got a funeral to go to. That's never nice. So in the greenhouse here is where we grow the consumable crops. So what these crops are these are ancient fruit berries, and there's about 60 of these. We've got star fruit down the middle, which I need for my Jumino hut, which are taking forever to grow. These are hops, which we use for making beer. And these are grapes, which we use for making wine. Now, all of those get used here. So we have 44 barrels to make ancient fruit wine, and 10 preserve barrels that we make strawberry jelly with. Now, mostly all of these are empty now, because this is where we sowed the crops off for last season. Oh, well, that's good. Oh, bless. Wish him a happy birthday from us. And here is our main place. So this is where we do all our mayonnaise, so we use the eggs from the chicks and the ducks. And we make cheese here with the milk from the cows and the goats. The looms that we can actually use now. The oil machines that you can use for truffle or corn. So we're going to put the rest of the blueberry seeds back in there. And then here we have our workbench. Now this workbench, if you put it between two chests, it will literally let you use everything in both chests. So it kind of brings everything together. So to make ancient seeds, you need an ancient seed. To make wild seeds, to make summer seeds, fall seeds, and wild seeds, winter seeds. So that's our crop setup. So basically you've just got to prepare things. I mean, these are your seeds. So what you would do is, say for example these have grown, so these are, I don't know, tomatoes. That's a good gift actually, that's a really nice gift. So these are red cabbage, that's it, red cabbage. So say for example when these red cabbage get collected, you will pick up red cabbage, take it in here, drop a red cabbage into the seed machine. I don't think there's anything we can put in there at the minute. No. No. But I mean, if you actually play the game, you know what we're talking about. So that's all you do. You pop enough seeds, enough fruit in here, enough crops in here to replace your original 25 seeds. And it's really as simple as that. And then after that, you've just got to make sure that you actually keep collecting stuff. Oh dear, it's 1 o'clock, we need to get to bed. That's not helpful. Not helpful at all, no laptop. What you done to it? Spreading weeds have caused damage to your farm. Right, so we're out of bed. We're finding the children. They're always here. Little rat bags. So we must go find the animals as well. So first of all we need to see where it's caused damage as well. So we'll get rid of some weeds. You're such a good neighbour, I thought I'd send you over some animal feed to make your job easier. Keep it up. Love from Marnie. Yeah, we like Marnie. So this is what your crops look like in the cold light of day. Ah, there we go. This is where it's caused some damage. Well, there's always a good thing to get things replaced. It's always a good reason. I can't call it an excuse because it is a reason. Right, so we just need to make another floor block to replace this one here. There we go. Oh no, there's another one down there as well. Bloody hell. Got a right party, haven't they? we go to make, we go to floor. I mean, we don't really need these paths round, but I think the paths make it look nice. I must admit, I did really like having a laptop. Oh, we lost a crop already. No, we haven't. It's just seeded. Just taking a little while longer. I did enjoy having a laptop, but it was of no use to me in the end. Obviously, whatever I've been doing, it's more than a standard laptop can hack, really, and unfortunately I'm not really in a position to get a better well, most of the laptops now will actually play a considerable amount of games. Would you not consider just getting a desktop computer? Because obviously, I mean, you are stuck with it on a table or something like that, but they seem to be a lot more upgradable, a lot more usable, and, you know, a damn sight more cost effective as well. So is a laptop something that you need to actually take with you, or can you not manage? Right, so we've still got no star fruit, but we've got grapes. Could you not buy a cheaper laptop for that? And yeah, I mean, it's horses for courses, isn't it? I mean, obviously what's right for some people isn't right for another. Only you know what's the best way around for you. But I certainly don't think gaming laptops are worth the money that they pay for them. They downgrade so quickly. So we've just got a stone owl there that we can... Right, so we're going to go say hi to all the animals, or at least the ones that we can find. Now the only thing that I've done is I wanted to actually make this farm a little bit better. So I've actually put all the animals further north than I would have liked. Man doesn't actually take up that much room. I'm quite surprised at how little room it actually did take up, so I'm quite impressed with man. I mean, obviously it's a little bit more of a commitment, but so we really need to get rid of these weeds. I'm sure you will. We always do, don't we? So in here, I actually want to plant wheat. know the wheat's going to take a few days to grow, but I want to put a Jumino hut in the middle of it. So I want to try and get as much of these crops done. If you are going to sort of do this kind of setup, everything needs doing in your first 48 hours of your new season. I mean, I didn't need to do that, did I? I'm probably telling you stuff that you already know type thing, but it's always good to go over and get things reconfirmed. I've got a feeling I'm going to have to undo for that one. Trying to be a bit cocky there with it, weren't we? Yes, you have a lovely day then. Say hi from us. I mean, obviously they've not had the pleasure of meeting the crazy people yet, but I'm sure they will at some point. Bless them. You don't want to sort of introduce them to our level of crazy yet, do you? Well, you have an enjoyable day. Try and enjoy it as much as you can. I know things are difficult for you right now. Oops, I had a bit of premature hoeing there. I think I was too busy looking at the chicken. Yeah, I wouldn't name any names either. Terrible people, bad influences, all of them. Terrible people. We should really use the horse to get around here. Right, so we need people fall in and out. I understand that. I mean, there's several people that I was very good friends with that I don't speak to now, as well as, you know, family as well. We all have ups and downs, and you never know what's going to come round again, so never count anybody out. Never discount anybody, because you never do know what's going to happen. Because obviously we all deal with things differently, so people that, you know, you fall out of friendships with now. Okay, sweetie, you take care of yourself. And if I don't see you, I'm not sure how long I'm sticking around tonight. I've literally just come on to do a little crop tutorial, which I hope is actually making sense in some way, shape or form. My little crop tutorial here. So we are actually seeding all of this with wheat, because we need wheat to get through the winter. I do feel like I need another couple of yeah, you know something, I think everybody really does at the minute. It's something we'll have to figure out. I mean, obviously I've not got much video going on right now. I do have a webcam, but it's on the other things. But it's something that can be arranged. I'm sure I just saw some more. Yep, there's one. There we go, we'll stick a couple of rare crows in. We'll jump on the horse, save our little legs, won't it? So I'm not quite sure how many these scarecrows actually do anymore. So if I sort of put one here, there and everywhere, potentially we might get somewhere. Really, I should have put that one there. We'll put him there. We'll put the witch in the middle. Yeah, something like that, won't it? Answers on a postcard, please. So that's it. It's taken us 2 days, but we've planted out all of these crops. And there's a little Juminous chuckling down for the night. And all of these crops too. So that's all your blueberry crops. Blueberries, 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 blueberries. And then we've got whatever that is. Tomatoes, melons, corn, red cabbage, peppers, lots of things. Oh, come on, for crying out loud, starfruit. It's supposed to take like 10 days or something. So that little winery thing that we've just looked at there, that's our 44 barrels of ancient fruit wine. Your first year of doing your crops like this amount to nothing because everything sort of has to get stashed up. Your first year you can do this. These are all barrels, there's 100, and they are all full of, oh bless, I wish I was, to be honest. All of these barrels are full of ancient fruit wine, so that's 100 barrels that we leave for the whole of the season. So if you put these in on day 1, by day 27, 28 they'll have all gone gold, and obviously that gives you a huge amount of profit. So that's kind of how it is. Basic run through the house. We've got fridges because you can cook and you can use anything from any fridge in this vicinity. So I've set up a load of fridges and just filled it full of all the ingredients that you need. The only ones that are blacked out really are ones that I haven't learnt yet, or what's that one? I don't have a midnight carp, so really I need to try and get hold of one of them, because once all of them are full then we can try and get the achievement for cooking all of the recipes. And then obviously your calendar as well. If you keep an eye on this, because you need to get your friendships up. And what I've done is I've done the calendar, and then for each person I've put something in here. So this is like their most liked or most loved thing for most of the people, which is just literally a chance of going through and just deciding what each person likes. But the ones I've really got to work on are right down here at the bottom. Sandy, she's obviously in the desert. I don't really see Sandy much. The dwarf, I really need to work on him. Penny, Shane and Clint and Maru, I'm quite surprised because these are the people that I bump into quite a lot. Jazz and Sebastian, you know, I could really do with working on these people as well. So just make sure you don't miss the birthdays. I mean, obviously Jazz's birthday is coming up, so we need to get something for her. So now it's bedtime. So what we need to do is just have a quick run round, find the children, say hi to them. There we go, look, both of them in here. Strange kids. Go see what Fussy Nuts is up to today. We've done well, the farm is doing excellent and our healthy children are a great joy. I couldn't be happier. Good for you, buddy. So, self-watering crops. And we've just planted some sunflower seeds as well. Sunflower seeds next to the beehives. Really, we should make some more beehives because honey is a really good source. And then we have sturgeon roe, which you can throw into those little things, and we've got squid ink, which is used for something or other, I can't quite recall. Oh, risotto. So what we'll do is we'll cut a bit of this down. Luckily, when you're cutting this down, it doesn't actually affect any crops in the area, as long as the crops are healthy. And then we've got our crops of wheat. Now, I've left this space here because I want to put a Jumino hut in so that it auto crops all this. So pick up a couple of truffles as we go. We did have some. Right, so here's the silos. So 73 in there at the minute, so what we'll do is we'll put this, we've had 30 pieces into there, so we'll just say hi to as many of the animals as we can. And just to, obviously the animals do give off some quite good resources. I think he just literally farted out a truffle. So what we'll do is we'll just pop in and pick up anything that... I mean, there's all the eggs here. We'll leave the rabbit's foot and the feather. Oh dear, we're going to run out of space. Yep, we've run out of space, so we'll come back for that. So now we just need to run across and start putting... This is my guest house. So anybody who comes to play co-op with us, that's the guest house, and they have their own horse as well. Because it's really difficult to get around without a horse in this game. Right, so we're just going to use up some of these eggs. There's no 3. There's 4 milk there. This chest here is just full of items that we will sell. So for example, the honey can go in there. Oil, cloth, they can all go in there. So we'll get rid of the truffles. We'll go make some truffle oil. We haven't picked up any fluff, so we'll just drop off anything that needs to be in here because we need to plant up some trees as well. So I'm thinking we should plant up maybe 10 of each. I'm not sure how much space you need between each tree, so that's maybe something we can figure out now. So we're going to put the trees here. So if we leave the horse there. So if we plan, so we need to be one up from there really. So if we plant 1, leave a space, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we'll go again, but we'll go 2 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, I'm hoping that this is going to be enough room that we can run between them. This is just I've never done this one before, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what we're going to do is we're going to use these for tapping. I'm pretty sure that that'll work. Hopefully. See, what I've seen people do in this game is actually just sort of jump and fast forward a few days, you know, sort of go to bed now and then hop on to the next day, but I don't really want to do that because I want to actually have an all-round experience. So I actually want to do things in the game rather than just, you know, sort of throwing it away. So we will then put the cheese Was there any gold cheese there? We'll also drop off any bits that we've picked up inadvertently. So for example, seeds and such. Seeds, rocks. I'm also going to start putting the sturgeon row in there because we seem to, and the, so we can literally dump things in there. Sunflower seeds can go in there as well, so we'll put the summer seeds back. There's all the fall seeds that we've been getting ready. I'm pretty sure blueberries are only a fall. Sorry, in autumn. Cranberries. That's it. Cranberries are going to be our next bulk crop. Sorry, it all gets a bit confusing. So we need to find somewhere to put this owl statue. Don't really want to put it in front of anything, but maybe put it over here. Put it down the side there. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I mean, obviously we're just trying to get as much work out of this as we can. make as much money as we can. The last harvest was 1.2 million just using this cropping method. Which is fun. I do enjoy it, but you know, when you sort of, the aim of the game is to actually make money to do things with. As you can see, we're 6.1. So these crops are ready now. So we'll pick all these ancient fruits and we'll put these to one side because this is what the bulk of the wine's going to make. So that's 16 so far. So we'll just keep picking these. As long as we get more than 44. I'm sure at the last count it was something like 60. Yeah, so I think what, that's 64 plants. So that's 44. And we'll pick up these fruits while we're here. So each crop coincides with harvesting the wine. So if we pop next door, there you go, see? So we just pick up these crops and then we just throw them into these barrels. So we just move on to this one. It doesn't really matter if you use gold, silver, unstarred on these, because for some reason the wine will still sell at the same price, so it doesn't matter which fruit you actually use. So there you go, so we've got 20 left. So if we actually pop next door, so this must just be running a day behind, so we will just collect up all of this. Now we need to throw in some more. So if we use these 3 eggs, these 3 eggs, I'm sure we had some more milk. Yep, there's some milk up there. No, we don't want to do that. And then we'll just drop off the... No, we do not want to drink the goat's milk. So add everything in there. We'll drop in the goat's cheese as well. That means that next time we do that, we'll drop in the goat's cheese. And then we just need to pop next door. So we're just dropping off everything here, plus the ancient fruit, the tree fruit, and the bottles of wine. So that's really all there is to it. I mean, it does take a little bit of doing, all of this, but it's incredibly worthwhile. And plus it kind of gives you a bit of a sense of, you know, something to do-ness. It's fun, you know, if you like to be organised and and such, it is good fun. I mean, obviously we need to get this Jumino hut in here soon, because this is where we need to get things sorted. The trees will start growing soon. We've just got to keep an eye on those to make sure things don't grow between them. And I've actually done these wrong. I think you need 2 spaces around each tree. So maybe while we still can, it'll be worth digging these up. So I think you actually do need 2 spaces between each one. So 2, oops, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we're going to have a huge tree line here, aren't we? So we just need to get these up again. Oops. But at least now we've got a guideline that we can actually follow. Why am I doing it that way? I always seem to do it the wrong way around. Well, at least we're going to have like a big massive trees, aren't we? Right, so here we go again. I'm sure I read somewhere that you need 2 spaces around. Damn it! So that means I've actually done this wrong again. Oh. Come on, get out of the way, horse. So here is your lesson on how to absolutely screw things up several times in a row. So the maples will just move up 1. Yeah, we will. We'll move all up 1. So the maples will go here. How silly of me. Right, so do we think we can get this done in an hour? Now mahogany only gives you sap. So I'm quite okay with not having many mahogany. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, oops, 8, 9. Right, so we're going to run back to the house really quick. Right, better get to bed before we collapse and lose all our energy. At least it's not outside. So, to anyone who's joining us, 55 minutes in, we've just been running around like crazy people, trying to sort out crops and such. So we are going to leave it there for tonight. So hopefully you've enjoyed this little tutorial on how to maximise your crops. Most of it's really basic stuff. Most of it is just a reminder on things that you may have forgotten. So we're going to leave it there. So enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks for watching, and please feel free to drop a follow, which will give you an indication as to when I'm online next. So you take care, guys. Bye bye.